Hello everyone, welcome. My name's Melinda and I'm here with Creative Collections. Hey everybody, welcome. So we're going to do another club. Yep, we're going to do the November club transfer on a smaller surface, but I want to show you because like here, do you see how it's on the side? We're going to kind of center it, but then take half of this design and put it on the other side. So we're going to see if it works. If not, oh well, we tried, right? But we'll make it work. Anyways, as you're hopping on, be sure to say hello. If you're new, welcome. Let me know where you're from. I'm here in Washington State. It has turned off very, very cold. And, but yeah, so all's good. Hey, Connie, Michelle. Hello, Faye. Connie. It's a ticket for it. Whoops. Got to get it in the bucket. There we go. There it is. Timer is set. Oh, I am tired today. I had training last night and it's just been a busy day. One of my coworkers was like, how many times did I pass you today? Because I'm like back and forth, up and down a hall. I'm like, I don't know. I probably did like 10,000 steps after a kid. It figures, right? That's my life. So anyways, how is everyone? I'll put some paintbrushes away. Okay, grab some water. Oh, it's just me here tonight in the studio. Willow is still at the groomer. She's getting beautified. Today was her spa day. But then the groomers called me at like 3 o'clock and they're like, well, she's a little matted. I'm like, yeah, because she's rolling around in wet grass and she's a doodle. So they're going to have to like take her completely down. Oh, well. It's only fur. It'll grow back, right? Okay, so hi, Teresa. I'm going to bring you on down. Can you guys see? Oh, you guys don't need to see my belly. You don't need to see any of that. Oh, look at my mess. Oh, look at that. You guys want to see what I work with? Look at that. That is my mess that I work with within the parameters of. So let's straighten out the camera. There we go. If you need some wood glue, Type Bond. It's good stuff. It's very good wood glue. Oh. So tomorrow night I have a training again, but it's the last one, and then I can get back to my quilting, my machine quilting. So we're going to paint this. Remember, I got these a few years ago. I still have a few of them in my garage, but I got them at Target, dollar spot for $3. But they can stand. They're like good shelf sitters. And so I was like, oh, this would be really kind of cool for the holidays. So we're going to paint this using chalk paste. So don't want to confuse anybody. Chalk paste is semi-permanent when it's on wood. But I love using it to paint with, but it's not chalk paint. So sometimes you might have to put on more than one coat. Just depends what the look you're going for. I don't want to get that on the handle right there. So I'm going to just kind of take my time. There we go. So I hope everybody had a good day. It's happy Wednesday, right? 2 more days of this week. Whew, I'm telling you. I feel like Kids have so much energy. You have the table done. Yay. Just need to wax the top and it'll be going home Friday or Saturday. Look at you go, girl. Good job. Connie redid a table for a friend. So now she's into furniture. So I can't talk tonight. Blah, blah, blah. So my dresser that I have was my mom's dresser when I was little, and she gave me the bedroom set. Well, I have the dresser is the only thing that's left out of the bedroom set. And so Matt and I, we've had that since before I got married. And I have redone it a couple of times. And I was thinking about redoing it again. Because, I mean, it's been like every single color you could possibly imagine. But it's solid wood. You don't find furniture like that anymore. You know, it's solid wood. So I hate to get rid of it. But, you know, I want to keep up with the times too. So but I'm sure, you know, like I don't know what'll happen to it when I'm no longer here, because my kids don't, you know, they'll get rid of it. They would get rid of it. They'd be like, oh, psych. We ain't keeping nothing. The only thing I have told my daughter is that my cross stitches, if they end up in Goodwill, I will come back and haunt her. Hi, Denise. Because those take hours and hours and hours to do. So I told her I would come back and haunt her. So she's going to have to keep those forever. And then Piper, and then Piper's grandkids or children. Otherwise, I'll just haunt them. And then I told her, I was like, you know, your guys' inheritance is in my sewing room. My craft room, my studio, and the sewing room. So it's like, you're not going to want to just give all that to Goodwill. You're going to want to go onto the D-stash groups and resell it, because there's people out there looking for that stuff. Nice. Right, Denise? Yeah. It is really sad that, you know, children, whoever, I mean, now if I put it in Goodwill, that's one thing, because that's me. But if your children, you know, for whatever reason, you know, have had to clear out and, you know, because whatever, and they throw your stuff in Goodwill, that's just wrong. I'm just saying it's wrong. Years ago, I used to, like, I would do cross stitches and then just give it away, you know, to family, friends. And I never kept anything for me and stuff. And then I think about, like, all of the cross stitches that I have given away, or, you know, to family and friends that I didn't keep. I wonder where it's all at. And so, you know, in my old age, I have become selfish. I started framing my cross stitches and hanging them on a wall, so when I walk by, I can look at it and be like, oh, I remember when I did that. I just absolutely love it. I'm going to grab a sander. We're going to sand some of this white paint. We're going to put a second coat on, but I want to sand it. Yeah. Or, you know, even like quilting. Like you go to a Goodwill and there's a quilt that somebody made. It may not be like gold ribbon, you know, like blue ribbon craft show, craft fair ribbon type material, you know, project. But still, somebody put their love into it. And then you see it in a Goodwill. So, I'm going to Yep. Isn't that sad? I had made one of my first quilts I had made. And I mean, I pieced it, I quilted it, everything, you know, because I was learning machine quilting and stuff, was for my mom. And anyways, her dog chewed up a corner of it or whatever. Anyways, when my mom died, it was sitting on her chair when I went to the house. And that was the very first thing that I packed in my suitcase, because I was like, you know what, that's going to end up in the trash with my sister. So I packed it. And I still have the hole. I figured, you know, I have the material that I could fix the hole. But I was like, nope, that's got history in it. So I just left it. So we're going to put 2 coats of this bright white on here. And then we'll dry it and wax it. Be like, wax on, wax off. No, wax not off, right? Yeah, I made my mom a quilt, just a lap quilt. And I made my husband's mother a quilt. And I have the one I made my mom. But I think about like quilts that I've made and have given away. You just wonder, what happened to them? They're probably in Goodwill. They're probably in a dog bed somewhere. At a shelter. Who knows? I try not to think about that. So, okay, we have a good solid white coat on here, and then we will dry it, sand it a little bit because you want it as smooth as possible. And then what we will do is wax it, and then we're going to put our design on here. Hold on, I gotta get some tissue. I was at a training last night for my job, and this teacher comes in late, and of course, you know, she sits right next to me. Nothing against her or anything, but she's like hacking up and sniffling and snorting up and everything. I was like, oh God, she's going to be sick. She's sick. She's going to get me sick. And I'm supposed to be going to Vegas next week. So I was like trying to not engage and, you know, like. Hello, Melissa. Hi, Faye. Yeah, I think, we're all makers. If you're a crafter, you're a maker, okay? We're all makers. Whether we're crafting something and giving it away, whether we're sewing or cross stitching, whatever it may be, we're giving. We're that type of people that we are very giving, okay? And we want to share our craft or our making with other people that we love. And we don't keep things for ourselves. And then we go look back and be like, gosh, I wish I had that. So I think it's important that, you make something for you and keep it. Faye got an unfinished painting from her mom. I remember your mom was an artist, correct? I only met her a couple of times when I was little, like in 5th and 6th grade. Oh, the Bonnie Bell dolls, yes. On each square. Hand sewed and embroidered, yep. She should have worn a mask. I mean, I would. I have to go back tomorrow night for the training to finish. And I probably will be wearing a mask tomorrow night because I'm just like, nope. I mean, do I wear a mask at school? No, that is my school. I have been there for 6-7 years now. And so the germs, for the most part, you become immune to the germs, except for kindergarten. Kindergarten kids are they've got the worst germs and stuff. So I just always make sure that I have hand sanitizer and stuff like that. But when people are coming from their other buildings, they have different germs. And so you kind of have to be careful because you don't want to mix, germs together. Because then you get the super germ. Yeah, I remember she was an artist. Yeah. Okay, so we have our surface. I have that straight, so that tells me my camera is not straight. There, now it is. Okay. Like I said, we're going to use the club transfer. Is this going to fit all the way on there? No. I just want to get the snowman. I don't care about the sled or anything like that. I want to get the snowman. I could go like that, but then I would have a gap on each side because see how it points out? So if I actually put this scenery in like here, okay, and then we will lift it and I bring it over, I can have that scenery. So it's going to look like the river is behind the snowman. Does that make sense? Or do you guys see where I'm going with this? We'll see. It may not work out. I don't know. Sometimes I have ideas of like, I don't know if it's going to work. And then when it does work, I get all like giddy and happy about it because it's like, woo, yay, it did it. I agree, Connie. Hi, Deborah. Hello, hello. You caught us. We're doing the club transfer. So if you were wondering, we did it when it first came out. So we actually made the club. Very cute, right? So see how it's off to the side and the scenery and the snowman's pointing out that way. And we have the sled and all that good stuff. Well, we're going to do it a little different tonight. Same concept, but a little different. And I'm going to use Lagoon for his hat and scarf tonight, I think. Okay, so see how I want the tree. So I want him in the center. So am I done with this part? No, I am not. Okay. Because what we're going to do is we're going to mark off this and then I'm going to move it, and we're going to do the other side. Okay. Okay. So let's start with our ivy. Connie will be getting her ivy here soon. She's going to love it. She's going to love the color. And if you haven't gotten ivy, it's in stock now. But yeah, Willow is at the groomers. My son's going to pick her up for me. Okay. Let's grab a baby wipe. Well, because it's not in the well, I guess it is. Maybe because I didn't wash it very good. But it's on the green stains and the red stains. So I think it's stained. But yeah. It still works. Ashes in the last chance spot. Ooh. That's quite sad. I like ash. It's like, do I have, let's see, I have 1 jar. Is that going to be enough? I have 1 jar. I wonder if that's going to be enough to sustain me. Since it's going to be out if it's in last chance. I'm going to have to learn how to make ash. But you know what that means? That just means that January, they're going to come out with the new launch, and we're going to get new colors, and so that's exciting in itself. Oh. Okay, so I know I made shimmer last night or the other night. We're going to just use what I made. I don't feel like opening up my new black yet. But see, sometimes the paste will stain your transfers, but where I used the something borrowed, it came out. So I think it's just a matter of it staining. It's still good. So if it stains, if your transfer stains, it's okay. You're still good. I pulled espresso for his arms tonight. So we're going to make his arms a little bit darker. Because I kind of felt like the last time I did his arms, they weren't dark enough. The sirens are out on the highway. Sounds like a police chase. Kind of like how this one goes right there. So yeah, sometimes we use our transfers. We use the brighter the color or the darker the color, the more it's going to stain. Okay. I pulled Lagoon. I bet you Lagoon's going to go on Last Chance too. I like Lagoon, but it just, I don't know. I have not found the right projects for Lagoon. So we'll see how it looks with this one. Okay. Oh, that's cute. That's definitely cute. Okay, I'm okay with that. So using something borrowed, beautiful color of the month, we're going to just fill in the areas. So wherever I see white, I'm going to fill it in. But we're not done. That's the thing. It's like we still have half the project to do. So if you see white, fill it in. Okay. Now I'm gonna lift so it doesn't dry in my transfer. I lifted too much. So now I gotta realign it. Okay, I think we're good. Okay. Whoops. Nope. So just be careful when you lift, because I wasn't. Okay. I think we'll be good. I think that should be okay. It's in the last chance spot too. Yep. I think all the En Vogue colors will be in the last chance. So it was Lagoon, Marmalade. There was 5 of them. Especially if they weren't as popular as the previous colors of the En Vogue. So yeah. I got a mess going on here. There we go. Okay. Okay. So see how half of it's done? Isn't that cute? Oh, that's so cute. We'll compare the other one to this one. Let's dry it before I put the transfer back down. Because I'm going to tell you, I think I like it without the sled. It's just those so far. So let's put this transfer back down. So we're going to be very careful. And I kind of want, okay, whoops. So we're going to put some trees in. You could probably use different greens too, not just one color of ivy. But I'm only using one color. But you could use like multiple greens like sage and moss. So I'm kind of just going around the snowman. If I have to put his arms back in, we'll do that with a paintbrush. Okay. Oh, cute. Okay. So now we just have to fill in something borrowed. So let's go ahead and start down here where that part is. And then I can see where my snowman base is right here. And so I'm going to just come around. Because remember, we're putting in a scenery that really doesn't have a scenery. So I grab my little itty bitty squeegee, which is our detail, so I can just kind of get up in here. And then I'll show you what we're going to do there. But let's do this part. Scraping away. So see how I like that. Okay, we're not done because I still have some more pieces because I want to finish out this part here, and then we're gonna fix our branch. But look how, you know, you can put in there different trees, so you got your different layers. then I think what I'm going to do is we're going to put our transfer right here, because that's still part of like the snowbank, and there's some other greenery that's covered in snow. Okay. So remember, when you're doing this, you're piecing it together. It's not your transfer. There. Okay. So I'm going to dry it, and I'm going to move the snowman, and we're going to try fixing that part. So let's get the transfer up there. Smooth that out. And then voila, fill it all in. Okay, so let's dry it, because I want to put the transfer back down. Hi, honey. Thanks, Melissa. Yeah, you can give your projects extra dimensions. So now, like, I went over here with my snowman a little bit too much. So I'm going to take a brush, and I'm going to take I'm going to use one of my good brushes. Okay. I'm going to take the white, and I'm going to just go back in to my snowman. If that ever happens to you, it's fixable. You're never going to know. You're never going to know. Well, you're going to know, but others won't know. Okay, and then my transfer had some blue on it right here. So we're going to just cover that up with white. There we go. And voila. So let's dry that and then finish. Clean my brush really good. I clean my good brushes really well, especially right after I'm done using them. I try to. But my old brushes, you know, they might sit a day or two. Look, it kind of looks like river, right? Yeah. Okay. We gotta finish putting the dimensions onto this snowman, though. So cute. Okay, so because our transfers, we can see them. we can kind of see how we're supposed to line everything up. And so it gets lined up the right way. Okay. Voila! Oh, it worked. Okay, I'll give you guys a close-up. After I clean my tools. What do y'all think? From a distance, it looks perfect, right? It looks like a masterpiece. Picasso could have done this. But instead, I did it. There's that one. Very cute. I absolutely love this color for winter. Something borrowed. Okay. So as you can see, here's where I kind of messed up because I went over and I fixed it. There's the patch that I fixed. Then I went back over the thing. You cannot, and you guys are getting a close-up, you can't tell that I messed up. So you can fix your mistakes. I gave it some dimension with the different tree level heights. It looks like he is on a riverbank. I absolutely love this. And then you can stand it up. Let's bring my camera up. Hey, everybody. You can stand him up, and he's just nice winter scenery. I mean, so if you're not decorating for Christmas, or if you are and then you take stuff down, like, I don't know, I always get like winter blues because like when I do decorate for Christmas and then I take all my Christmas stuff down, I have absolutely nothing for the month of January until Valentine's Day to decorate with. And so this can stay up until Valentine's, until February. Isn't that cute? I absolutely love him. Oh my goodness. And you know what I think I want to do? I think I'm going to dry it. I'm going to grab my Mod Podge. We're going to put some diamond dust on him. Okay? So just where it's white and some maybe into the trees, we're going to glamour him up a little bit. But let me grab a paper towel real quick. Put my transfer on there. I'm going to spray it down. Okay. Oh, and then I have a question for y'all. Which one do you like better? The one with the sled or this one? So this will be A, this is B. Vote now. Do, 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 do. Vote now. Which one do you like better? Let me grab some parchment paper. Denise is like, oh, you're going to make me choose. Hey, Hannah. B for sure, huh? Wait till we get the diamond dust on it. Ooh. Okay, let's see. I need a sponge brush. Oh, I need my jar opener. Go. So I'm going to probably go around like where it's definitely white. We're going to add the Mod Podge. Might add some in the trees. Because remember, Mod Podge is going to dry clear. Okay, let's see what that looks like. So let's sprinkle it on. I've been really into snowmen this year, haven't I? Oh my gosh. Can y'all see that? Look how cute. Amazon, Melissa. Most of everything you'll know that I craft with comes from Amazon. And then this is 14 ounce. That's your better deal, is the 14 ounce. Because I think I had bought, when I first tried Diamond Dust, I bought a little itty bitty jar of it. And that wasn't enough. Let me see. I think I still have the jar. I do. It was a 3 ounce. So I ended up buying a 14 ounce. So 14 ounces lasted me a few years. And that's your better deal. You like it without the sled? Okay. So let's go ahead and dry it. We're going to dry, because it's going to dry clear. Because like my trees are a little milky, because I added the Diamond Dust into the trees, but because the it hasn't dried yet. Remember the snowflake we did? We did that with Diamond Dust. Turned out cute. Well, that's why Joann's is no longer in business. I used to go to Joann's for a lot of stuff. Now it's my girlfriend's quilt shop, man. They're getting all my business. They got me tonight. Oh, goodness. Just be careful with Diamond Dust, everybody. It's glass. I mean, it's crushed glass. So you can get cut. Ask me how I know. Okay, so look how shiny it is. Look at that in the light. Oh, isn't that adorable? I love it. Oh my goodness, that is my new. So cute. Oh. Okay. I tipped it over and a ton of Diamond Dust came off of it. Oh, but I have my whatchamacallit thingy. Oh. Well, let's pick it up. Ooh. Oh, you guys can't see it. Hold on. There we go. Ooh. Look, he's like my little miniature Roomba. He's looking for the dirt. Okay. All clean. I do miss Joanne's too. Okay, there y'all are. Okay, so there. That's what I got for you guys tonight. Another club project. So if you want to recreate this, you can only get it this pattern through being a club member. And so right now, as a club member, it's $25.99. But if you're a Perks member first, then you'll save 30% on your club transfer. So, me and my toys. Matt's like, oh, geez. Yeah, I had this in my diamond painting days. He's so cute. He's like a little ladybug. Okay, y'all. Y'all have a great night. I'm going to go cook some dinner and maybe text my son and find out where Willow's at. Because it's been a few hours, so I'm getting kind of worried now. So she should have been home by now. Her appointment was at 3. That's like 4.5 hours. So, okay, y'all have a great night, and I'll see you guys on Friday. Till then, happy Thursday. Good night, everyone.